Aerial view of rolling a coil. Okay, so take your hunk of clay, start to stretch it out. So I'm throwing the clay across the table. Each time you should see it getting a little bit longer. If it's getting flatter, that means you're throwing it down against the table, not across the table. Once I get it a little bit longer and easier for me to grab with my fingers, if you have any of these creases, just knock them or like compress them in. Then I'm going to stack one hand on top of the other and just start to rotate. Squeeze and rotate from the middle up. Squeezing the clay between my thumbs and fingers. It's getting longer, more round. And then I'm gonna put it down on the table. I'm gonna clean some of this dry clay off and make sure I have no dry clay scraps on the table. Place my coil down gently. I don't want to throw it down and get a flat edge, or when I'm rolling it, it's going to hit over that flat edge. I'm going to put a little bit of water on my hands. I'm going to start in the middle, and I'm going to start to apply pressure. I'm rolling the coil from my wrist through my fingertips, and you can see I'm creating almost a triangle with my hands. I'm applying pressure down and moving out. I do find that I start the pressure with my fingertips and then roll through my wrists because I feel like I can direct the pressure more evenly or even a little bit more aggressively when I start with my fingertips, but you'll figure out what works for you. If you get a thicker spot, you can start your hands to the outside of that and just apply pressure into that spot to make it more even. I'm going to chop this coil in half and then just focus on one spot. It's a little bit flatter there, so I'm just going to squeeze that with my fingers and just roll that to make it make sure it's nice and uniform. And then you can see where it has overlapped just slightly there. And I get rid of that. Check that side, it's even overlapped a little bit more. You want to get rid of that because when you squeeze it, when you're coiling and pinching, that can create trapped air there. So just get rid of it. Now, a thicker coil is going to allow you to get the walls of your form taller, but it might not allow you to get around your form if you have a wider form. So the size and thickness of your coil will depend on what you are creating. I'm going to thin this out just a little bit more. So starting to apply pressure and move outward. When I'm done with my coil, I'm going to make sure that I store my coils with plastic under them and over them. I want my coils to stay really, really nice and soft and wet, so they're really great and workable when I go to build my form. You can even spritz them lightly with a spray bottle if you need to, but do make sure you keep them plastic under and over. Then I usually like to spritz the layer of the plastic before I overlap it and then close them up. Okay, bye.